Playoff football returns to Bobcat Stadium on Saturday as Montana State hosts Incarnate Word. With Bobcat radio analyst Jason Alvin, I'm Jay Sanderson. Now, Incarnate Word runs the similar air raid offense to what the Bobcats saw last year when they played Washington State. So, Jason, what are the challenges in preparing for that system?
Well, I think first and foremost is the pace of the play on the offensive side of the football. Montana State likes to rotate defensive linemen. They like substitute packages. So I think that's going to be the biggest difficulty, is finding the right time to substitute along the defensive line. The other thing is, we saw against Washington State, the backside of the backfield had a big impact in that game and catching the football, and that's where Washington State was able to produce against Montana State. So you've got to watch the running backs and key in on them on those passing downs.
Now, the Cardinal defense has a lot of playmakers as well. 23 different men have at least one tackle for loss, 14 have a sack, and at least 11 have an interception. What does that mean for Montana State?
Well, they're a ball hawking defense. They fly to the football. The thing about it is they have 18 interceptions in 10 games. That is getting to the spot that's forcing the quarterback into errant throws. That's putting pressure on the quarterback, like you just mentioned, Jay. So the good thing for Montana State is you don't throw the ball all that much, but you can't put Troy in a position to where he's going to have to make a tough read or try to fit a tight ball into a tight window.
Now, there are a couple of factors that could be to Montana State's advantage that Incarnate Word just can't prepare for. One is the weather. The forecast for Saturday here in Bozeman calls for temperatures in the high 20s with snow. On Saturday in San Antonio, where Incarnate Word is located, it'll be in the 70s. The other factor is elevation. San Antonio is 650 feet above sea level, Bozeman 4,800 feet. It is just flat impossible to account for those things in game prep. So how might that impact Saturday?
Well, Jay, having just gotten back from San Antonio, it definitely isn't 20 and snowing down there. It was beautiful down in Texas, but you're not able to prepare for those. You don't play in snow all the time, and especially with that type of offense, when you want to try to move the ball quickly, you want to try to get the ball out quick, fast, there's going to be some elements that they're going to have to deal with, and then the acclimation to the elevation, it just doesn't happen overnight. So it's going to be very interesting when they get up here third, fourth quarter. We saw what Montana State did to Montana on Saturday. They wore them down and bullied them in the fourth quarter. They're going to probably do that again to Incarnate Word.
So for Montana State to win on Saturday and advance in the playoffs, what needs to happen?
Turnover free is number one. You've got to hold on to the football. The running game has got to be there. Isaiah Infante is going to be a big key to this game, I think. Let the freshmen get on track, and then obviously you've got Troy and the offensive line playing at a very high level right now.
Well, Montana State hosts Incarnate Word on Saturday in the first round of the FCS playoffs. We'll be there for all of it, so we invite you to join Dan Davies, Jason, and me for the broadcast all across the Bobcat Sports Network and on the TuneIn app. Pre-game coverage takes the air at noon. Kickoff is set for just after 1 o'clock. With Jason Alvin, I'm Jay Sanderson for MSUBobcats.com.